How was it judging? Because it was so much competition here, very fierce. It was a lot of talent. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, I love it. I love to watch it every year. I've been a part of it for about 4 years now. And how we do it is you bring your best and we give you the best scores possible. No bias. It's all about the talent and the expression and the authenticity. When you bring it to us, we give you the scores that reflect it. That's it.
From the United States of America, Nico Damonte!
This year we saw a lot of talent come out of the United States. So what are your thoughts on that?
I think the United States is coming with a vengeance, right? I think the Philippines usually dominate, and you know they're fierce competitors. Each year they bring a whole pool from their country, and I think some of the other countries are starting to notice that, and they're stepping up to the plate. So I think it's beautiful because the competition just makes for better talent and better practice and better performance overall.
What kind of advice did you guys give them to prepare for today?
Honestly, the biggest preparation advice that we would give them is just to have fun, but be focused in having fun. You're here, you're in Los Angeles, you're in the City of Angels, but this is a place of professionalism, and this is a place where some of the biggest in the world come. So when you have fun, focus that fun on standing out and doing your best. That's what we try and tell them, because this is the real industry and it's the real world. Even though it's Hollywood and it's all lights and show, it's still business and it's still serious. So we tell them to have fun, but focus that fun.
What kind of advice would you give to them as far as like participating in WCOPA?
Wow, any kind of advice would be just to practice like you are always on a big grand stage. That would be my biggest advice. Practice in your shower like you're singing in front of 5,000 people. Practice when you're walking down the streets and find that courage inside of you to really be yourself, because that's what's going to help you stand out when you come to compete against the world. You standing out and being your own brand and your own self.
Because isn't this like a valuable way to get into the industry? Can you explain that?
I think this is such a valuable way to get into the industry, you know, and that's what this is about. Bringing your talent here to allow it to grow and get direction from other people who are doing it out in the industry. And I think it's a beautiful thing, you know, so every year the best of the best come here and we just try and lift them up and tell them to keep going, keep going. I think this is such a valuable way to get into the industry because it was me. Seriously, this guy, he knows. This guy, he knows. This is actually one of my mentors, you know, and that's what this is about. Bringing your talent here to allow it to grow